So I was asked, when friends come over, are you and your mother yelling at each other like, "Ma, get out of my room!" And Mom's like, "Andrew, you're the bane of my existence." I said, no. Me and my mother are on our best behavior when guests come over. For example, my mother won't yell at me, and I won't yell at my mother, and we usually put on a show for the guests. We try to come across as a normal family, semi. We're on our best behavior. I know many, and in fact, my mother's actually sometimes anxious if male friends come over. For example, friends used to come over when I was younger, and my mother used to run to her room and hide in her room with anxiety and act all phony when guests came over. So she was anxious and scared of the guests. She was like, "Hello." She acted like a phony. And the same is true for psychiatry and psychology and social work appointments. She comes in there, she acts on her best behavior, and you don't see how she behaves behind closed doors when nobody is around. And it's just me, my mother, and my stepfather. She acts like a real monster, And at times, it's very high and low. It's very, up and down, hot and cold, my mother. And yeah, I mean, that's just the way it is. Somebody asks, if you went to a restaurant with your mother, are you, your mother, and your stepfather screaming at each other like, "Ah!" No, my mother would be mortified if we made a scene in public. She'd be mortified if I caused a scene in a restaurant. Believe it or not, we don't behave like we behave behind closed doors, like we behave on social media. In fact, we're actually very quiet, reserved, and we put on a show in public. She's kind of two-faced,